Hi! In this video I will build a small moss picture frame with living moss. Therefore I got a picture frame that was on sale. The first step is to create a small barrier that keeps water from spilling out when watering the moss. For this I used a sheet of plastic from an old plastic packaging of some grapes. I cut that to the appropriate size and taped it to the frame. Because the frame is made out of wood, there is a risk of it molding, so I used some tape to cover any surface that might come in contact with moss or water. To secure the edges of the tape, I used some super glue and let everything dry overnight. I collected some moss from cracks in the pavement and shaded areas outside. I used this type of moss and not the nice green stuff in the woods, because this moss can tolerate a wide range of conditions. It can completely dry out in the summer and come back to life when it rains. It survives in shady areas, but is also used to direct sunlight. It is also relatively short and has some really nice green colors when it's moist. And it's free and you can find it almost anywhere. It just feels a bit weird collecting moss on the street and filming it, while other people are looking at you. This is my harvest. It looks like I got 3 different types of moss. There are also some tiny plants in a few patches. Now to the hard part. To get the moss into the frame, I cut some window screen to the size of the back wall and made a rough concept of the layout. To attach the moss patches, I sewed them onto the window screen with some fishing line. And glued the window screen on the back wall. And yes, I could just have glued the moss patches directly onto the back wall, but that would be too easy, right? Finally, I put the back wall back in place and secured it with some tape. Any blank spots and edges were filled with small patches of moss that I cut to the appropriate size. And here it is, the living moss picture frame. But because I felt like something was missing, I added some driftwood for the finishing touches. Now it looks perfect.